Okay, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday flow. Welcome to class this morning. Go ahead and drop your site name in the chat box if you haven't already, so I can get attendance. Hope you all are having a good week so far, and hopefully we end the week on a high note. So in a nice seated position, having your yoga blocks ready or off to the side, or any kind of props that you'd like to use for class today. And we'll start with some shoulder shrugs. So on your inhale, you're gonna bring your shoulders all the way up to your ears, big deep breath, and then exhale, it's gonna drop and let them go. And let's do that again. Inhale up, and exhale, drop and let them go. Let's do a couple more shrugs here. Just trying to let go all that tension there. You can do an audible exhale if you'd like. Big inhale and exhale. Just let it go. 2 more times. All the way up and exhale. Relax. 1 last time. Bring them all the way up to those ears and then exhale. Relax it down. And then we're going to come into shoulder rolls, bringing these up and down. Nice big shoulder rolls. While you're here sitting, think of lengthening the spine and sitting up nice and tall. And now we're going to take this into arm circles. Bring those arms up, inhale, and exhale, take them down and back. And again, up, down, and around, nice and slow. Let's do 1 big arm circle going towards the back. All right, now you're gonna place your hands on your shoulders, and now we're gonna create those circles with our elbows. So draw big circles up, down, and around, or as big as you can make them with your elbows. Just keeping those hands on your shoulders. I'm gonna do 2 more. Open and close, 1 more. Perfect, and relax. Okay, so now we're gonna do our seated cat-cow. So as you inhale, you're gonna slide those hands towards your hips, and you're gonna push your chest forward, pull your elbows back, and then exhale, you're gonna bring those hands back to your knees, tuck the chin, round the spine. You're gonna repeat that a couple times. Inhale and exhale. If you're really exaggerating this movement, chest goes forward, hips go back. And then exhale. A couple more times. Let's do it 2 more. Inhale, really pressing that chest forward, lifting the head, trying to create space in this upper body. Exhale, last one. Did a lot of these chest openers last week, so we'll do some of them again this week. And exhale. Okay, so now let's do a seated, as sort of a different kind of cat-cow. So we're gonna do it with our legs straight out in front of us, like this. So we're gonna take a nice deep breath. Inhale, and as you exhale, it's gonna do sort of a gentle forward fold. And just allow those legs to fall out to the side for the first couple of breaths. So hanging out here, just to very slowly start to open up those hips. Sort of like we're doing a wide butterfly stretch. Your hands can reach your ankles, they can reach your toes. You can lay flat on the floor. Whatever you'd like. Let's take 1 more breath here. So we're gonna slowly come on up. Now on our next inhale, we're gonna come into that sort of cat-cow. Hands come behind, we lift the chest. Maybe the head as well. Inhale and then exhale, forward fold. We're just gonna go in and out of this. So maybe you hold each one for a couple breaths. Maybe it's just 1 breath in each position, so you choose. Just like with the cat-cow, we're lifting the chest, right? Opening up the front side of the body on our inhale, and then on our exhale, we draw that navel into our spine and roll forward. So just a couple more. So you should feel a big stretch in the shoulders and the chest when you're taking those hands behind you. And let's do 1 more here. Inhale And exhale. Perfect. Okay, so now we're gonna send those legs out. So I'm gonna show you from the side. We did this last week as well. And you're going to lower down onto your elbows. So just another chest opener here. So down onto your elbows, maybe tilt your head back. Hold this right here. And if that didn't really feel good, you can just place your hands behind you like we did for that cat-cow and just lift the chest. So hands on the floor will be a little bit less intensity. A little more, you're gonna lower down onto those elbows. So keep that chest lifted, maybe keep the head back for just one more breath. And then just slowly tuck your chin into your chest. And then slowly come back up to those hands. Let's take an inhale, reach those arms up, shake the legs out, and then exhale. Just a nice, easy forward fold. I know we're just starting to warm up those legs. So just take a few breaths here, maybe even reaching for a strap if you have it. And then let's do it one more time. Inhale nice and tall. And then exhale, forward fold. Maybe move those legs a little bit. I like to shake my legs out a little. And then slowly come on up. Okay, so let's stretch out those hamstrings a little bit more. So we're gonna come right into our downward facing dog. So you're gonna tuck those toes, you're gonna lift those hips way up and back, and go ahead and start to pedal out to your heels here. Hold that there, take your time, maybe move your body around a little bit, move your hips, whatever feels good this morning. And then inhale, let's lower those knees down. We're gonna come into this tabletop position. Let's hit one cat-cow. So as you inhale, our now traditional cat-cow, we lift the chest, and then exhale, we round the spine. Let's tuck the toes, lift up to down dog, press your chest. Inhale, and then exhale, lower your knees. Let's do another cat-cow, flatten those toes. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. And exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin. Inhale, tuck the toes. Exhale, down dog, drive those hips up. And then inhale, lower those knees back down. One more cat-cow, flatten your toes. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. And exhale, tuck the toes, round the spine. Inhale, tuck those toes. Exhale, down dog, lift up. Maybe move those feet a little further towards the back of your mat. And then inhale, come forward into a high plank. You're gonna hold this high plank. And then very slowly, I want you to draw your right knee into your chest without moving your back. Inhale, exhale, take it back. Let's try it 2 more times. You can drop that left knee to the floor for a little extra support. Bring your right knee in, inhale, and exhale. So I'm doing it supported. 1 more time, inhale, knee to chest. Keep that back flat and exhale. Let's come back to down dog. Firing up the core right away. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Inhale, let's come forward to our plank. Exhale, your left knee comes into your chest. And remember, you could drop that opposite knee to the floor. Let's try it 2 more times. Inhale, knee in. So I just have my other leg lowered. Exhale, let's do it 1 more time. Left knee into chest. And exhale, find your down dog. Inhale, come forward to your high plank. This time we're gonna lower both knees to the floor. Keep your back flat. Exhale, come all the way down. Chaturanga. Elbows close in, lower the chest. We're going to flatten our toes here. Now let's bring our feet a tiny bit wider. We're gonna come up for a baby cobra. Inhale, lift, we're gonna do a couple of these. Exhale, lower. Let's do it again. Inhale, lift. Elbows in. And exhale. 2 more. Getting into the back here. Inhale. And exhale, warming it up 1 more time. Inhale, lift. Now hold this here. And then your next exhale, you're either gonna hold your baby cobra, or if you want a little bit more, you're gonna lift up onto your forearms into Sphinx. So elbows are right underneath those shoulders. Your chest is lifted. Now, if this was a little too much for your low back or it did not feel good, hang on to your baby cobra right here. This will feel a little less intense. So we're just gonna hold for a couple more breaths. If you feel really good here, feel free to look over your right shoulder and then your left shoulder. Just take it nice and slow. So just a couple options. Again, if it does not feel good on your low back, you're gonna stay right in this baby cobra. So wherever we're at, let's hold it for one more breath. Lifting that chest, inhale, and then exhale, gently bring those elbows out, lower your chest to the floor. Turn your head to the right side and just hang out here for a couple breaths. Arms by your side to allow your body to decompress a little bit there. We're gonna bring our nose back to the center. So instead of doing that one more time, we're gonna find Locust Pose. So arms stay by your side. You're gonna lift everything off the mat on your inhale. So inhale, squeeze and lift, arms and legs. Keep those legs straight. Exhale, lower. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift, squeeze everything. Your chin is down and you're looking straight down at the mat. Exhale, lower. Couple more. Inhale, lift. Just warming up this backside. Exhale. Let's try it one more time. And I want you to hold here for 8 breaths. Hold it for 8, 7. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. 5, legs are straight. 4, 3, lift a little higher. 2, and relax. Turn your head to the other side and take a few breaths. Slowly tuck those toes. Take those hands back under your shoulders. And we're going to press ourselves back up to down dog. Pedal out your heels one more time. You're gonna bend your knees on your next inhale. Exhale, you're gonna walk those feet up towards the top of your mat into a nice forward fold. Inhale, we're gonna come up to standing. Bring those arms all the way up. We're gonna bring our palms together, take our gaze up, and lower those hands down as we exhale. So now that we're a little bit warmer, we're gonna go right into our flow. So we're gonna reach those arms back up, inhale, and exhale, we're gonna float it down. So you can stick with my pace or feel free to move a little bit slower, totally up to you. Inhale, lift halfway for a flat back. So hands come to your knees or your shins, and you're pulling your shoulder blades together, nice flat back. Exhale, let's lower those feet, hands back down. You're gonna step your right foot out to warrior 1. Lift the chest, lift the arms. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale, we're gonna hold them right here. So your front knee bent, back leg is straight. If you want a little more, you're gonna interlace those fingers and keep your thumb and pointer finger extended while your arms try to reach your ears. Nice and straight here. Let's take one more breath. And then inhale, we're gonna straighten that front leg. As we exhale, we're gonna lower those arms and get ready for triangle pose. So inhale, reach towards your front foot. As you exhale, place it on that knee and take that back hand to your hip. Inhale, I want you to rotate that shoulder down to the mat. And then exhale, stack it. Find your triangle pose. So you want your shoulder stacked right on top of your hip. If you can do this easily, feel free to then extend that arm. We're gonna hold this for a couple breaths. My tighter side, so I'm gonna keep my hand right on my hip here till maybe the second or third round. Maybe you reach that hand for your foot. But imagine that you're falling back into a wall. One more breath here. We're gonna push into that back foot. Use those obliques to pull yourself back up. Nice and slow inhale. And then exhale, let's cartwheel those hands down. We're gonna come into a low lunge. So you're gonna step your back foot back a little bit further, and you're gonna lower that knee to the floor. You're gonna untuck that toe, so flatten that toe. See, I'm using my blocks here for some assistance. Inhale, reach those arms up, and exhale, hold low lunge. So you want to keep the core nice and strong. Think of stitching your rib cage together. Make sure you have some support for your knee in this low lunge. Inhale, we're going to take those hands down, and exhale, we're going to come back up. Just create a little bit of movement. 2 more. Inhale, reach the hands to the floor or your blocks. Exhale up. Last time, and we're going to hold this last one. Hold it here. Maybe a little mini back bend. Maybe reaching your gaze, looking up at the ceiling, dropping those hips, lifting your chest. 1 more breath. And then inhale, those hands come down. You're gonna retuck that back toe, lift your knee off the floor. Really get into those hips here. And then we're gonna step on back to down dog. Inhale, you're gonna come forward to your plank. Exhale, we're gonna lower the knees and chest. Like a tricep push-up, nice and straight and flat all the way down. Flatten your toes. Inhale, lift for baby cobra. Exhale, lower, retuck the toes, down and back. Down dog or child's pose. Hold that for 3 breaths, and we'll do that same sequence on the other side. 2 more. Last one, you're gonna bend those knees on your inhale. Exhale, you're gonna walk, hop, or jump, forward fold at the top of your mat. And then inhale takes us up to standing. We're gonna bring those palms together as we exhale. Lower, we're gonna continue building that heat. Same thing, inhale, take it up. And exhale, let it go. Let it float down. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to knees or shins. I want you to really push into your heels. Feel the back of the legs engage here. And then exhale, hands down. Step your left foot back. Warrior 1, medium step. Lift the chest, lift the arms, and hold right here. Remember your front leg is slightly bent and back leg is nice and straight. Try to bring those arms close to your ears, interlace your fingers here. Remember, if that's too much for your shoulders, you could find a cactus. 1 more breath wherever you're at. And then inhale, you're gonna straighten that front leg, and then exhale, we're gonna rotate to the side and lower those arms. Get ready for triangle pose. So inhale, reach towards your front foot. Your hips go back in that opposite direction. And then you start to open and stack. First, take your back hand to your hip. I want you to lower your shoulder to the mat as you inhale, and then exhale, go ahead and rotate and stack the shoulder on that hip. Slowly make your way into your triangle pose. On this side, I can extend my arm. So if your arm is extended, you want your wrist on top of your shoulder, and you're looking up at your hand. Hold it for a couple breaths. Feel free to use your wall if you have that. So you can really open up through that side body and not have to worry about holding that pose. 1 more breath. Inhale, you're gonna push into your back foot. Use those oblique muscles. Slowly pull yourself back up. And then exhale, let's cartwheel those hands down. Back heel off the floor. Take a big step back with that heel. You're gonna drop that knee. Get ready for low lunge. Flatten your toe. Feel free to use your blocks here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hold. So if your low back is feeling a little sensitive or achy today, you're just gonna stay upright, meaning that your shoulders stay right on top of your hips, like this. If you wanna try a little back bend, you can try to add that arch, but if not, you can just stay right here. Inhale, take those hands down. Just get a little bit deeper into our stretch. Exhale, back up. We do it 3 times. 2 more. Inhale, hands to the mat or your blocks. Exhale, last one. Inhale, down and exhale. And hold. So you want those hips to drop, chest up, core still nice and strong. Maybe take your gaze up. Maybe it's just cactus also right here. Tuck those hips under so you help protect that lower back. And then inhale, those hands come all the way back down. Exhale, we retuck that toe, we lift the knee off the floor. Hang out here in this lunge for just a couple of breaths. Really get those hips down, nice and stretched out. And then we step back to down dog. And then inhale forward, high plank. Exhale, lower knees and chest for that chaturanga, or feel free to hang out in your child's pose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, child's pose or down dog. 3 breaths. We're going to do it again. 1 more breath. You're going to bend the knees on that last one. Exhale, walk, hop, or jump. Forward fold, let it go here. Inhale takes us to standing. Palms come together. Exhale, we're going to lower down. Okay, how's everyone doing? We're nice and warm. We're good. Okay, we're going to keep moving on, adding a couple layers. And again, you can take this back, dial it back a little bit, maybe move a little slower, maybe move a little faster, up to you. Inhale, reach up, and exhale. Listen to your body, right? Inhale, lift up halfway, flat back. Push those heels into the floor. And exhale, step that right foot back. Warrior 1. Interlace those fingers here. If you can, maybe add a little back bend. Okay, we're gonna add on humble warrior here. So lower those arms, roll the shoulders, inhale, lift. Just like we did with that cat-cow. Maybe hands come together and then exhale, lower your chest down to that thigh. Maybe reach those arms up and back. Relax the head. If those hands don't interlace, you're still squeezing your shoulder blades together and you're still reaching those arms overhead. One more breath, big stretch here. Press into your back foot, inhale, lift up. Exhale, release those arms, get ready for triangle. We're just gonna lift up onto the ball of our foot here, inhale, and then exhale, bring it down and lower those arms. Let's float right into triangle this time. So inhale, reach towards your front foot, and then exhale. Go ahead and open up, stack your shoulder on top of your hip. It's still not quite there. I'm gonna hit the wall. You're gonna hold that for a couple breaths. Remember, you're opening and twisting from your torso. Ooh, there we go. Now I know how much more I have to go. Hold it for a couple more breaths. Maybe that hand stays on that hip, right? We'll get another opportunity to go into it. One more breath. Inhale, push into that back foot. And then exhale, let's cartwheel those hands down. Okay, so we're in a low lunge. This time, let's try and stay in this high lunge, okay, that we were pressing. So you want to keep those hips low. Maybe get close to a wall to help for some balance or use your blocks. Let's lift those arms up. Inhale, just like we did in our low lunge. Exhale, let's do it again. Inhale, just your arms moving, and exhale. So really challenging our legs here. One more time, we're gonna hold this one right here. Hold it right here. Beautiful. Hips down, you're pressing all the energy through your back leg. We're gonna open up to warrior 2 in just a moment here. Inhale, lift up a little bit higher. As you exhale, you're gonna open that right hip. Open up and then press your heel into the floor and then those arms come down. You can always bring your feet a little closer in. So make your adjustments, arms straight. Imagine you're being pulled in both directions here at the same time. Nice and strong. Flip that palm, inhale, exhale, take it back. Peaceful warrior. Take your gaze up at your hand. Now I want you to press into the floor. Straighten your front leg. Can you reach back an inch more? And then inhale, let's cartwheel those hands down. Come back to this lunge. As we exhale, we're gonna then press our right hand into the floor. Let's start with our knee on the floor. You can keep your foot flexed here. We're gonna reach and twist over our front leg with that opposite arm. Reach and twist. So arm is up, or again, hand at your hip. Now I asked you to keep your foot flexed because if you wanted a little extra challenge, you just simply lift your knee off the floor and you stay in that lunge, that high lunge, while you're twisting. If you're down low, you can flatten your foot and just hang out here. 2 more breaths. Take a look at your front knee. Make sure it's not going in or out. 1 last breath. And then inhale, take that hand back down. Good job. Exhale, tuck the toe if you're not already there in that lunge, and then step back, down dog. Inhale forward to your plank. Exhale, lower knees and chest. Maybe you move through this a little faster. Maybe you add an extra push-up. Maybe you hang out in child's pose for a couple breaths. So wherever you're at, hold that for 2 more breaths. And then we're gonna do the same on the other side. And then after this, we'll take just a quick break. You're gonna bend those knees. Inhale, exhale, walk, Cobra, jump. Forward fold. Let it go here. Inhale takes us all the way up, nice and tall. Palms come together. Exhale, take it down. Okay, on this side. Reach up and let it go. Inhale halfway, nice flat back. Pushing those heels into the floor and pulling your shoulder blades together. And then exhale, lower. Step back. Left leg, warrior 1. Arms up and hold. Back leg is straight, front knee is bent, hips are forward. And release those fingers. Arms all the way up to those ears. 1 more breath here. Release those arms. We're gonna inhale, roll the shoulders, lift the chest, get ready for that humble warrior. Maybe release those hands and then exhale. You're gonna lower that chest down. Try to bring the top of your head to the floor and reach those arms if you can up and over. Big stretch here for shoulders. If they're not interlacing, you're still squeezing your shoulder blades together and you're still trying to bring those arms together. And make sure you have same amount of weight in both feet, in both legs. Inhale, push into your back foot, nice and slow. Come on up, exhale, release. Woo. Inhale, reach those arms up. Heel comes off the floor, exhale, lower it back down and lower the arms. We'll go right into triangle. Inhale and exhale to sort of flow into it. So maybe that bottom hand comes closer to your ankle. Maybe now you can stack that wrist on top of your shoulder. Hold this here for a couple of breaths. Remember all those different options. Finding a wall, using your hip or your knee, beautiful. Oh, you all look great. Perfect, let's try to hold for 2 more breaths. Maybe you move your bottom hand away from your leg. Engage that core a little bit. Perfect, you're gonna go ahead and press into that back foot. Inhale, nice and slow. And then exhale, pull those arms back up. Now we're gonna cartwheel those hands down. So we're gonna come into that lunge. You're gonna take a step back. Feel free to use your blocks here. Now before we just simply lowered our knee to the floor, you're gonna stay up. So you're gonna lift the chest. We use a lot of core here in balance. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, down. Do it again, inhale. And exhale, 1 more time. Then you're gonna hold that last one. Hold it right here. Now the closer those feet are together, the less intense this lunge becomes. So feel free, I want you to find that perfect spot. All that energy pressing through your back leg, nice and straight here. 1 more breath. And then inhale, lift up a little bit higher. You're gonna now open your left hip. Exhale, push that heel down and lower your arms for warrior 2. So it's all on those hips. Shoulders down. Take a couple breaths. Inhale, flip that front palm. Exhale, take it back. Peaceful warrior, look up at your hand. Inhale, push into the mat. Straighten your front leg. Can you reach a little further back? And then exhale, let's cartwheel those hands down. We're gonna reach and twist that opposite side. So lower down to your knee first. You can keep it tucked if you think that you wanna lift it up, but start down first. Press that left hand to the floor And exhale, that right arm reaches up. So whatever leg is in front, it's that same arm twisting. Either fully extended or hand at your hip. If you want the extra challenge, just simply lift your knee off the floor without moving your hips. Reach and twist. Hold this here. Lunge and twist. Let me see it. You're going to hold it for 3 more breaths. Remember your options. 2 more. Beautiful. Nice. Yeah, this one's tricky. Good. Beautiful. Inhale, take that hand down. Woo, exhale, step it back. Awesome job. You can go through your sequence again at your own pace, or maybe find a nice child's pose. Your choice. When you're done, you're gonna hit your down dog or your child's pose. Hold it there for 2 more breaths. And then bend the knees, inhale, exhale, walk, cobra, jump, forward fold. Inhale, take those hands up to standing, palms come together, and we lower it down. Okay, quick little breather. Everyone doing good? Thumbs up. Okay, great chance to get a quick sip of water or coffee. We're gonna go through it 1 more time, okay? So 3 times through, we're gonna go a tiny bit faster. And this time I want you to think about sort of flowing into the movements, you know, stepping into them, you know, making it more fluid and practicing that, okay? Here we go. Find a little more length in the body. So take it up, inhale, we're gonna go a little faster, exhale. You can follow me or dial it back. Inhale, left, and exhale, warrior 1. Take it up, and release those fingers. Arms glued to your ears. Inhale, release those arms, roll the shoulders, lift the chest, humble warrior on that exhale. Deep breaths, reach those arms up, relax your head completely. It's heavy like a bowling ball. Inhale, push into the back foot, lift up. Exhale, release triangle pose. Arms up, inhale, and exhale, flow right into it. Reach forward, inhale, and exhale. Imagine I'm pulling your wrist back. Extra challenge. You're going to take that bottom hand away from the foot. And if you want even more, you're going to reach those arms in front, like I have mine here. So working that core a little bit more. If not, stay in your traditional triangle. 1 more breath. Push into that back foot, inhale. Perfect. And exhale, cartwheel the hands. Big step back for our lunge. Inhale, arms up. And exhale down. 2 more times, inhale. And exhale 1 last time. Reach up and hold. Perfect. We're gonna add on a balance here. So we're gonna bring those hands to prayer, to our chest. Inhale, and exhale, we should lift up into warrior 3 balance. Remember that you're lifting away from the floor rather than sinking into it. Back leg is straight. Hold this here. Couple of breaths, finding some length. Doesn't matter how high the leg is, I just want it straight. Tuck those hips. 1 more breath. And then inhale, big step back. Exhale, reach those arms up. Inhale, lift up, get ready for your warrior 2. Exhale, lower, open the hip. Flip that palm, inhale and exhale, peaceful warrior. Press into your front leg, straighten it out, find a little more length. And then inhale, let's cartwheel those hands down. Stay up in this nice high lunge, exhale, reach and twist, and hold this here. Watch that front knee. 2 more breaths. And then inhale, hand comes down, and exhale, we step down back, down dog. Inhale forward to your plank, and exhale, lower knees and chest. Inhale, lift, exhale, down dog, or a child's pose. Awesome job. Hold it for 2 breaths. Same thing, other side. 1 more breath, you got this. Bend the knees. Inhale, exhale, walk, cobra, jump. Forward fold, inhale, let's take it up to standing. Palms come together. Exhale, other side, here it is. Reach up and let it go. Halfway lift, inhale, and exhale. You're doing a great job, keep it up. Step back, warrior one. Keep that pace, you got it. And release those fingers. I won't cue every breath, but make sure you are taking very deep breaths here. Release those arms, lift the chest, inhale, interlace those fingers and lower as you exhale. Humble warrior. Deep breaths, especially here. Reach those arms up, one more. Lift up and release. Arms up and lower. Get ready for triangle pose. Go right into that. Inhale and exhale. Flowing right into it. So our extra challenge here, lifting that bottom hand up, reaching your top arm overhead as well, tucking in those abs, so feeling that core really working, or you can stay right here. One more breath. Push into that back foot. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel those hands down. Big step back into your lunge. Arms up, inhale. And exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, reach. And exhale. 1 more time. Then get ready for our balance. Hold this here. 1 add-on. Bring your hands to your chest. Inhale, lean forward. Push off that foot. And you're going to lift up. So lift up. And then find that balance. That warrior 3, back leg is straight, pressing through that heel, holding onto the wall here. Hip bones, both of them are facing the floor. Hold it for a couple more breaths. Let me see it. Doesn't matter how high that leg is, just want it nice and straight. Perfect. Beautiful. Good, Joanne. Nice. Good balance there, BB. Stay focused. You got it. 1 more breath. Press back into that lunge. Arms up, inhale, and then we open up for warrior 2. Exhale. Woo. Hold on to it. Flip that palm, inhale. Exhale, peaceful warrior. Look up. Press into your front leg. Find an inch more space. Reach back. And then inhale, cartwheel those hands down. And exhale, reach and twist. Hold this here. Keep those hips low. Hold this here for a couple breaths. Lunge, reach, and twist. Perfect. Either arm is all the way up or hand on that hip. Beautiful. 1 more breath. Inhale, take that hand down. Woo. And exhale, down dog. You can go through this flow one last time or find a child's pose. Your choice. So everyone child's pose once you are done. And you're gonna hold that for a couple breaths. For child's pose, you could also place a block underneath those hips if you'd like. If your knees are a little sensitive, you can sit right on top of that block. Totally relax that head in between your arms in that child's pose. And then we're going to slowly walk those hands up as we inhale, and then exhale. We're going to swing those legs around, come to a seated position. Do a couple of stretches up here before we come down into our back. How's everyone doing? Nice and warm? Great job, everybody. So let's come to just a butterfly stretch here. Or actually, let's just do cross-legged, sorry. Cross-legged, you can do butterfly if you want to open those hips a little bit. We're gonna look over that right shoulder first. So you're gonna sit up nice and tall. Take that opposite hand. You're gonna gently press down and away from that knee, and you're gonna lengthen the spine. So we're gonna lift up and then add that twist. And then inhale, come back to the center. Same thing, exhale, left side. So again, finding length first and then adding that twist. Let's do it one more time. Inhale over to the right. Exhale, hold. And then inhale over to the left. And exhale, hold. And back to the center. Shake those legs out. We'll do one more forward fold here. So remember the first time we did it, we have not really been stretched out. Let's try it this time. Maybe we get a little bit further. Inhale nice and tall and exhale, forward fold. Feel that stretch behind the legs. Try to keep your head up. Lead with your chest. And imagine your hips being pulled back behind you. One more breath here. All right, slowly come on up. So we're gonna find pigeon pose for our hips. And if that bothers your knees, then you're gonna do a pretzel on your back. So if you wanna do pigeon pose with me, let's start in down dog first. And then inhale, you're gonna lift your right leg up. Exhale, you're gonna bend that knee. Bring your legs to the top of your mat. Lower onto your back knee. We're gonna hold this here. If you're not doing pigeon, you're on your back, doing your pretzel like this. So target's the same muscle. So whichever one you wanna do. If you're up in your pigeon, feel free to lower down onto your elbows. I like to rock from side to side while I'm down here. That hip is really far away from the floor. You can let it relax on a block. If you're in pretzel, feel free to pull those legs a little bit closer into your chest, but keep your head down and back flat. All right, if you're in pigeon, come back up to those hands. You're gonna tuck that back toe, press back to down dog. And we're gonna switch. So inhale, now our left leg lifts up. And exhale, we're gonna slide that to the top of the mat. If you're in a pretzel, you're gonna switch sides. If you're in that pigeon, feel free to lower down onto your forearms or your elbows. You can also place a block under your hip. It's really high up. If you're in pretzel, you can pull those legs into your chest. So you see here, this is my tighter side. I'm using my blocks. I have one block under my hip. My elbows are on another block. Can't quite reach the floor. So bringing the floor to meet me. Also use a pillow or a towel. All right, if you're in pigeon, you're gonna come back up to a quick down dog. If you're in pretzel, you can just hang out there on your back. Pigeon people are gonna meet you in just a moment. So we're gonna lift up to down dog. One last stretch there, and we're gonna lower the knees to the floor. And then we're gonna come down into our back. So everyone's gonna come down into their back, and we're gonna hug our knees into our chest once we're there. Give yourself a big hug. Gently rock side to side. Wiggle your toes here, circle your ankles. We're gonna hug our right knee into our chest and keep our left leg long. So just extend it and let it relax. You're gonna go ahead and take that right knee across the body for a spinal twist. Extend your right arm and look over that shoulder and hold right here. Spinal twist. You can bend both knees for a little extra lower back support. So again, feel free to adjust any of the stretches that feel better to make them feel better for you. Very, very slowly come back to the center. Be mindful of your back. Let's go ahead and switch. So now our right leg is long, our left knee is into our chest. We're going to take that one across the body. Same thing. Extend the left arm, look over that shoulder, and hold for a couple of breaths right here. And then slowly come back to the center. Lower those feet down. Come up into a bridge. So feet about hip distance. You're gonna lift those hips up to the ceiling. Inhale, you're gonna slowly lower back down. Exhale, come back up. Just peeling your spine on and off the mat. Inhale, lower. One more time. We're gonna hang out in that bridge for a couple of breaths. So lift those hips. Feel free to place your block under your hips, or if you want the extra challenge, almost like our humble warrior, you're gonna interlace those hands, those arms underneath, and maybe lift those hips a little bit higher. Hold this for a couple breaths. At any time it's uncomfortable, just simply lower back down onto those hips. We'll be here for one more breath. And then start to slowly unravel those arms, gently lower down one vertebrae at a time. And once you're on the floor, windshield wiper your legs from side to side. All right, and then we're gonna end the class with whatever your favorite stretch is or favorite pose. So I'm gonna end with happy baby. You can feel free to do that along with me. Or again, whatever your favorite stretch is that we did not do today, find that. You're just gonna hold that for a couple of breaths. And when you're done with your favorite stretch, you're gonna find your Shavasana, your relaxation pose. So happy baby is one of my favorites because it's great for my hips and my back. But there are so many good stretches, right? And then again, when you're done, just find your Shavasana for your final minute, your relaxation pose. Maybe if you're close to a wall, you want to do legs up the wall. Maybe you roll up and over and find child's pose, whatever you want. Just close your eyes. Wherever you're at, take your time. And slowly start to move your legs, your arms, slowly start moving your body a little bit. Move your head from right to left. Start to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Circle your wrists, circle your ankles. Maybe kick those legs just straight up in the air and circle your ankles. Give yourself one last hug. Tell yourself something nice. And then we're going to roll over to our side and gently come up to a seated position. Maybe move our body around a little bit. Once we're up here, get the kinks out. Maybe one more shoulder roll. And then inhale, let's reach those arms up. Big deep breath. Exhale down. One more time, bringing those palms together at the top. Lower down to heart center, close your eyes. As always, thank yourself for making the time for you, for your body, your mind, your spirit. And we will say namaste to one another to end our practice this morning. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Happy Friday. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you have a great rest of your day and a wonderful weekend. And we welcome in March next week. Already.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
You're welcome.
Thank you.